Ryan, firstly, a massive welcome to West Bromwich Albion. Can you tell us why this role was such an exciting one for you to take?
Yeah, I think the history of the football club speaks for itself. And then speaking to the people within the club, you know, the process the last week or so has been great. I've got a really good feeling from it. The time feels right for me personally to take an opportunity like this, and obviously at Albion, I feel already like it's a good fit, and I can't wait to get started.
You mentioned the process there. Please, could you just divulge a little bit more into it? When did you first hear of our interest in you, and was every step in this process smooth?
Yeah, I mean, my season's only finished the best part 10 days ago, so not that long. So in terms of smoothness, it's gone well. Obviously spoke to the chairman, Andrew Pierce. There's been people on the board as well. We've had a lot of dialogue. We've met in person, and the feeling has just been good. You know, I think you know when something feels right. That's certainly been the case here. So the last week, I think it's run quite smoothly. There's been no doubt in my mind. I think it's gone relatively quick as well in terms of, like I say, the season finished for me personally last Sunday. So to get it all wrapped up in the best part of a week is relatively quick. No doubt in my mind. And like I say, it's something that me and the people I'm bringing with me, we just can't wait to get started now.
At what stage of your life did you realise that you wanted to become a head coach, and how special is it for you to land a role like West Bromwich Albion as your first?
Yeah, I think in a football career, obviously my playing career got cut very short at the age of 25, so it probably accelerated the process in terms of becoming a head coach. When you start coaching, obviously you have ambitions, you have goals, and you start looking to the future, but obviously not taking your mind off the present. I had a great time at Tottenham in terms of my coaching career. I got exposed to many things and obviously finished on a really good note. But even before the end of this season, I felt the time was coming for me to sort of maybe branch out and look for opportunities elsewhere. And then once the season finished, to have the opportunity to come to a club like this with its not just recent history, but full history as well. It's something that really excites me. I can't wait to build a connection with the fans and get started and sort of have a real good go at it.
You're in the hot seat at Spurs more than a dozen times. I wonder how many of those experiences at Spurs during that time can you bring into this role here?
Yeah, I think all of it. You know, I've been coaching for the best part of 7.5 years now. It's a long time. Like I said, I've been exposed to quite a lot at a young age. But in terms of coaching experience, I feel like I've accumulated quite a lot in different circumstances as well. So I definitely feel ready for the opportunity. I felt ready for quite a long time now. It's just been about trying to pick a club that I feel like I can align myself with and take forward. And this is a club where it's exciting. I really can't wait to get started. There's a lot of work and a lot of effort that's going to go into it, and hopefully we can bring success to the football club.
When you look at some of the managers that you've either played for or worked under, it's an incredible list, some of the most high-profile names in the game. How much of their influence has moulded you into the type of manager that you want to become, and how you see football in general?
Yeah, I think you'd be silly not to take bits from the people that I've worked with, not only as a player but also as a coach. I've had exposure to some of the best managers in the world, and I don't take that for granted. Obviously, I know myself as well and my core beliefs when I was a player, but also as a coach. And then to add that, to take things from the multiple coaches I've worked under, it definitely helps me. But also, it's something that's probably just made me find myself a little bit clearer, understanding what I believe in and the things that I really want to implement in my team to look like. So yeah, like I say, it's something where I've felt ready for a while now, and the timing just feels absolutely right.
Just staying on that topic of what you want your team to look like, what does a West Bromwich Albion side with Ryan Mason at the helm look like, and how do you want us to play?
Yeah, hopefully a winning side. Ultimately, that's the ambition, that's the goal, always. But I think most importantly, a team that's together in every moment. And I think it's really important to tap into the fans as well, because I know the fan base here is incredible. It always has been. I've felt it as a player here whenever I competed at the stadium. And yeah, we want to create a team that has a connection with the fans, and everyone at the training ground needs to feel part of something. That's the most important thing, and ultimately to try and win every game.
I'm sure you will have done a lot of background research into West Bromwich Albion, especially over the last week or so since Spurs' season finished. I wonder, Ryan, what's your assessment of where West Bromwich Albion is as a football club at the moment and the capabilities of the current playing squad?
Yeah, I mean, the playing squad excites me. Obviously, like any team in the off-season, you look at additions, that's natural, but it's probably thinking too far ahead. I want to get to know the players, I want to get a feel for the players and what they're about as characters. But in terms of the club, it's a club that I just see waiting. You know, like I said, I've competed against Albion in the Premier League, played against them, I felt what they're like, I felt their fans, I felt what the football club's about. Obviously, there's a very long history here, going back well before I was born. That's not going to change, and hopefully we can create new history and be part of something special.
I was looking at your record against West Bromwich Albion before this interview. Played against us a handful of times. Is there anything in particular that stands out? I know you mentioned the fans and some of the games that you've had, but is there any moment that stands out from previous clashes against Albion?
Probably just a feeling, you know, you go to some stadiums and it feels like football. You can really feel the fans, and I've always felt that against West Brom, home and away. We've obviously got a very passionate fan base, and you know, you just get a feel for football clubs. And like I say, there's a deep history at this football club, and you can't take that away from a team. When you compete against them, you can feel that always. So that's something that we need to remember, and it needs to drive us to work hard as a collective, as a football club, to like I say, try and create new history and create our own path and make it successful.
You'll be joined by Nigel Gibbs and Sam Pulley. Can you tell us a little bit more about those guys, Ryan, and what qualities they can bring?
Yeah, I mean, Gibbo's been around the game a very, very long time in terms of like experience throughout the leagues. Both my stints at Tottenham, he was with me, he was by my side, so feel very good about having him with me. Obviously Sam as well, he's someone that's really experienced in terms of the physical side. He's going to play a massive part in getting us fit, getting us strong. And then obviously we've got staff here that I know are going to contribute. I'm going to need them. I'm going to need everyone, not just the playing staff, the coaches, the canteen people, everyone within the training ground. We've all got the same thing, and that's hopefully to make the club successful, and everyone's going to be part of that journey.
I know you said that your season finished just a little while ago with Tottenham Hotspur, but pre-season is now just around the corner. How excited are you to get into pre-season, to meet the players and start implementing your style, your philosophy at West Bromwich Albion?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think the Championship, also the Premier League, when you play midweek, the pre-season you have is so important, because throughout the season there's games that come thick and fast. So really important time to lay the foundations of how we want to play in pre-season. It's going to be important. We need to get fit, we need to get strong, we need to understand what we want to be and what we want to look like as a team. So I'm sure that's going to come around very quick. It's something I'm excited about, and like I said, I can't wait to meet the players and everyone here at the training ground.
What are your targets while you're here, Ryan? What do you believe this club is capable of and the current squad are capable of?
The target's to build a team that can win. Ultimately, that's the aim, to be successful. I don't want to look too far ahead, because in football anything can happen, but the target is to come in every single day, not just me, not just the coaching staff, but the playing staff and everyone here with a clear goal and a clear ambition, and that's to make the club successful. Understand that a lot of hard work and sacrifice is going to need it to go into that, but that's something that excites me, and that's why I'm in the job. That's why I'm in football. I love it. I want to be on the pitch every day. I want to be around football people, and hopefully we can transfer that message to the players and everyone here, and ultimately the fans as well, so we can create a real togetherness and like I say, create something that hopefully be something we can remember.
You've spoken about it a lot in this interview already, but that connection with the fans, how big a role do you believe they can play in helping your team be successful, but also their team?
Yeah, well, it's our team. For me, they're a massive part of it. We'd be nothing without the fans. the Albion, we have good fans. We've always had that. Like I said, I felt that as a player, and I'm excited to feel that as a coach as well. They need to see and feel a team that represent that as well. But I have no doubt they're gonna get behind the team and definitely help us throughout the season.